Is El Moreno, and this is my presentation. So I have done the 90s grunge genre, so these are some of the logos and cover art. I wanted to choose some cover arts that had a vast difference, but you can also see some of the similarities in it when you look further. And then some of the posters and photography. I noticed that black and white is very common in the photography, and I think Radiohead stands out because they specifically went this color to promote their Radiohead Pablo Honey album, which is very yellow. Now, the 90s grunge genre is filled with alternative rock sounds. It fuses elements of punk rock and heavy metal, and the lyrics are typically pretty angsty and can be seen as emotional, often addressing themes as like alienation, self-deprecation, neglect, addiction, and any sort of other trauma or sort of societal or emotional isolation as well. And not only does it express that, but it expresses freeing yourself from these kind of thinkings and expressing a way to get out of it. Now, the design of the genre typically reflects both the lyrics and the sound. As you can see with the textures and the grain and the distressment, it shows how that could reflect the mental state, but also like the guitars and the drums and the whole band. Despite these similarities, there is a lot of range between the artworks. Most of the artworks do seem to have those textures, but when you look further, you can see there's a bunch of different colors, and I appreciate that. So I'm looking forward that I am not super limited on what I choose. Same with the illustrations or photography. There's kind of a mix of that, so I kind of have a lot of free reign. And what's typical of the genre is to have a do what I want kind of emotion, so I think I'll end up being pretty confident in what I choose to do. I think right now I'm a very angry with a lot of things, so I think this will be a great way to express that emotion, just as these artists did. Now, the typography is also very similar in terms of there's just kind of a wide variety. There's a lot of serif and sans serif. There's a mix of handwriting, and it's just some are a little grainier, some are a little more standard or just fitted, not as loose as you would think from the genre. And personally, my favorites were the Mudhoney and the Smashing Pumpkins fonts. I think they're just so fun and different, so I think it's nice that I can play around. Now, the artist I chose of the moment was Robin Sloan. She's a creative director, and she worked on specifically a lot of different things, but she worked on Nirvana's Nevermind album and their music video for, I believe it was Smells Like Teen Spirit, and she did the creative direction for Hole. Overall, she worked at Geffen Records, where she was kind of running the whole creative department, and that's how this kind of opportunities came. She was always kind of different. She titled one of her blogs as Badass Chick, where she explained that she may not have